Welcome to the Marketing Revolution Podcast. This is the underground movement of savage marketers from all over the world. We are not Fortune 500 companies. We are real entrepreneurs with real businesses that have one major thing in mind: to set goals and devour them daily. Because we understand that everyone wants to eat, but only savage marketers are willing to do the hunt. Now let's get this revolution started. Hey, what's up, everybody? John Hiley here with the Marketing Revolution Podcast and the Marketing Savage Facebook group. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. This is my third video on track to hit 365 days in a row. I don't know when I'm going to lose count, but I will assure you that I've got it marked in my calendar. But what I can tell you is this is my third video, which is my third podcast, which is my third blog, which is my third YouTube video as well. So showing you guys what's up on how to multi-purpose some content. And one of the things that one of my mentors that taught me a long time ago is that you want to work once and get paid forever. And that's kind of like what content does for you. So speaking about content specifically, I'm going to show you guys this Savage scheduler here in just a minute, because I actually finally got it ready. I actually got the description written. I've got the download ready to go. And I've got, I'll tell you guys here at the end of the podcast exactly where you can actually get it. But that being said, what I wanted to touch on here is, the whole thing of social media and specifically, since I just told you here that you work once and you get paid for life, that's what you guys need to think about as social media, okay? Because it's literally like you're dropping billboards. So as I'm posting these videos, as I'm posting these blogs, as I'm posting these YouTube videos on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, it's like I'm leaving tiny little billboards everywhere that will give people clues to lead them back to whether it's my podcast, whether it's my the Facebook group. Them are the two things that I'm focusing on right now. Or it could be where you could pick up this Savage scheduler. That being said, guys, y'all creating content, you got to give people a clear path of where you want them to go. I want you to subscribe to my podcast because I want you to be able to drive around in your car and listen to me. I want to be able to bring value that way. I want you to join our Facebook group because I want you to understand the value of being around a community of like-minded people. It's one of the beautiful things that I learned, and the coolest thing is it's like when you get in a community of like-minded people, there could be shit that you don't agree with each other about. You know what I mean? Like there could be, let's take for an example, a gym. Okay. So if you're in a gym, which I go to the gym every morning, I'm currently doing 75 hard right now, which is phenomenal. I'm on day 9. And I will tell you guys, out of the 9 days, by 9 a.m. on all of these 9 days, I have had both workouts completely finished. I've been waking up at 4 a.m. I have half a gallon of water already consumed. And I've also got my 10 pages of my book read, and I've got my progress photo taken. And that's all before 9 a.m. So for me, I'm going to start calling this motherfucker 75 easy, okay? Because I'm getting all that shit done early in the day, and I'm riding on that big win. But that being said, guys, talking about big wins and riding the day on very important, let's just say you ride the day into a big win, but you need to define exactly what task or what other big wins that you need to accomplish on that day that's actually moving the dial forward in your business. You see, guys, a lot of times the entrepreneurs that I coach and that I work with, whenever I first get a hold of them, man, that's like the first thing I want to know. Like I want to know, what you fucking doing all day, man? Tell me, break your day down for me. And as they're talking, I'll just be sitting here writing, and I'll be writing, and I'll be taking notes, because I'm going to take a note on every fucking task that they do during that day, because I'm going to align that with where they want to be. Okay. So I'm going to align that with where they want to be. What I want you guys to think about is that your dream, your mission, where you want to go in life. Well, the first thing I find is that some people don't even take time to fucking define that. And the problem with that is you cannot hit a target that you can't see. So if you can't define what your perfect day looks like when you reach this fucking goal, this thing that we're chasing, right? This dream, this life, this thing that we're moving towards. If you can't define exactly what that is, it's really fucking easy. Just get out a piece of pen and paper and have a fucking play day with God and just write down exactly what the fuck you want, what your desires are, where you want to be, what you want to do, how you want to be living your fucking life. And then you know what you do? You start living it, man. You start living it, all right? Look, when you have an overall goal and you have this massive fucking thing that you're going towards, okay, this dream life that you're moving towards, you can almost create a map. Fucking Siri. You can create a map, okay? So literally, if I drew like a little map, some of you guys ever play like Candy Crush or Super Mario Brothers, okay? So Super Mario Brothers, for instance, for all the people that are my age, for some of you younger kids, maybe fucking Candy Crush or whatever, Candy Saga or whatever the fuck it is, right? So literally, there's a map, okay? So you start at like right here where you're at, you know what I mean? And for Mario Brothers, that's like level 1, okay? So you start at level 1. How do you actually get to the end? How do you get to save the princess in that very last castle? You got to go through each and every level, okay? Now, some people choose to take the hard way. You know, Super Mario Brother, for some of you guys who don't know or never played that, Super Mario Brothers had a lot of, let's just say, secrets, okay? So Super Mario Brothers had a lot of secrets where you could bypass certain levels. All right, but you had to know where they were at. And you had to be able to find them and move past this level that would fuck you up to get yourself to the princess, get yourself to that end goal. Well, our goals are a lot like that, man. You know, our goals are a lot like that. What you do is you got your goal, you got what you're at. What milestones are you going to have to hit to get to that goal, to get to that dream life? What changes are you going to have to make today, okay? So let's just say every level is a milestone, all right? So let's just say every single level that you create in this map is a milestone. Well, when you're moving through the levels, you got to make sure that you're doing the shit to get you there, to win at every single step of the way. It's like eating a dinosaur. You eat the dinosaur one fucking bite at a time. And then one day, you're finished. You've made it to that end, to that big goal, to that big, you made it to the motherfucking promised land, man. Well, that is what the Savage Scheduler does for you. And not only does it score you with a point system, but it also won't give you fucking shit if you're doing certain tasks that are not taking you or moving you closer to your goal on a daily basis. They're not improving your life at the level that it's moving you towards your goal. You know, the thing that I realized a long time ago, guys, it wasn't until, you know, for the longest time I was like, you know, I felt like I held myself down, right? You know, I felt like, you know, I wasn't good enough to do this. I'm not good enough to do that, right? Well, it wasn't until one day I just said, fuck it. You know what? I've got this dream. I know who I am. I know the kind of person I am. And you know what? I'm going to step into that motherfucker and start being that person today. I'm going to start living with the qualities, the habits, and I'm going to become that person right now. That's the key, guys. You got to step into this shit, okay? So the Savage Scheduler helps you define on a daily basis because, see, when we're moving towards milestones and when we're moving towards big goals, technically, that's just a series of tasks to get us there. So if we do this task, and this task, then it's going to get us to this milestone. And then if we do this task, and this task, it'll take us to the next milestone. And then as we continue on a daily basis, moving through milestone to milestone, you get to your fucking dream life. My friends, that's what it's about. And here's the funny thing and the interesting thing. When you get to that dream life, because we're creatures of God and we literally, if we're not growing, we feel that we're dying. When you get to that dream life, you're going to fucking create another dream, man. The beauty is not in So the beauty of it is not in the dream. The beauty of the whole thing is the person you become in the pursuit of that dream. That's the gift. The gift is the person that you become. So if your first dream is to make $1 million a year, you become a motherfucker that's capable of making $1 million a year. It doesn't matter what the fuck that you're making $1 million a year now, because now you're thinking about, well, shit, how can I scale this and make create a $10 million company? Then you have to become somebody different. And each and every time, as long as you do it right, I always believe there's two ways of doing things, but as long as you do it right, each and every time, you're going to become a better person. You're going to become a person that has better qualities, stronger values. Like I said, if you do it right, you know what I mean? You could do it by selling cocaine too. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a wrong way and a right way to do everything. But I'm here to tell you guys that the right way is the way to go. That's when you're moving towards the path, the life, the dream life. Because it doesn't matter, man. Like, you know, and I understand this now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I completely fucking understand this. How, you know, I can't remember what spiritual quote it is or where it might. Maybe it's in the Bible, maybe it's in some other book or something like that. But it basically the quote is, "There's no rest for the wicked," and so it doesn't matter, man. Like how much money you make, if you do it in a negative way, and you do it in a rather than a place from the spirit, you're doing it more from the flesh. You're doing it from the flesh rather than the spirit, and that's how you make your way up the fucking totem pole. You're gonna have a miserable fucking life, man. I see that shit. But you can get there the right way, and it'll be more fulfilling. And when you get there, you're gonna be the best fucking version of yourself. I got it here for you guys. For any of you guys who are listening to our podcast, head on over to the Marketing Savage Facebook group. I'm going to be dropping the Savage scheduler inside of there, so that way you can actually download, get your own copy. And I'm going to be doing more videos and things like that on this. This is huge, man. This is huge. I've been living by this, And it's amazing how much progress and how much growth I've seen over the time that I've been implementing this. And I want you guys to see that same progress and that same growth. So anyhow, y'all, appreciate you for coming along on this Marketing Revolution podcast. Don't forget to head on over to the Marketing Savage Facebook group. We'll see you on the next one.